Mr. K. All right. It is open for a couple more guards that do want to speak, or those that want to speak. And after that, we're going to close soon with their light. All right. Okay.
Peace, family. Prince Supreme Allah. Come here, Kate. I'm gonna be brief because I know everybody want to say something, you know, and just speak highly of ALJAAMAAR. I'll be remiss to tell you this. When I met ALJAAMAAR was in 1976. I was a newborn in the nation. What I like about him was his build, his caringness, and things like that. We was in a cipher one day in pig houses as a newborn. He was building. All of a sudden, he dropped this big word like the Dula Afsagana, and then I said, "Wow, man, where you learn this from and everything?" But it goes to show you that I also had to study too and learn that high degree of Islam he was manifested each and every day. And also to add to this, I remember some years ago, it was like 20 years ago, in a parliament, it was packed up with people, mad people, packed up galore. And like, you know, everybody was speaking and I was there, it was my turn. I said, come on, but you know, I'm like a little stage fright, man. You know, all these people, get in there and speak. And I start building, I start talking about the pork and what Islam has did to me and changed my life around and everything like that. And he said, that's peace, that's peace. And then I saw ALJAAMAAR, you know, years later, all of a sudden he said, God, I got this flag for you. I said, really? Oh yeah, man, I got more stuff for you too. I got this black soap for you too. I said, really? Oh yeah, I got this newspaper for you too. I said, really, man? Yeah, he said, you better come and get it. But what I truly love about ALJAAMAAR was his love, his careness, and things like that. I wouldn't say he bombed people. He helped people to recognize, you know, the situation and things like that. He's truly going to be missed. Peace. Peace.
There could be more remarks.
Peace. I am Queen Absolute Intelligence. I met ALJAAMAAR in Wisdom Cycle Knowledge 2001. I met ALJAAMAAR, most of y'all didn't even know who I was. ALJAAMAAR was my protector and a protector for my family as it developed from 2001. I would go up to a law school in Mecca on a Saturday, and he'd say, "Peace, Queen, I saw you waddling through Bed-Stuy." Weird, because I was bearing life, I was pregnant. So I'm waddling down Fulton Street, going to the nail salon, going to the halal deli to get breakfast, because, you know, big girls eat. But ALJAAMAAR would see me and never say anything. Wouldn't even, you know, like sometimes people see you in the car, like, boop, boop, hey, you know, they see you, he would never say anything. He would tell Father Bashan, "Seen your Earth Bushwick yesterday." I was like, Big Brother is watching. ALJAAMAAR protected my family from the very beginning. He taught us. He protected us. I would say, Karima, come here. Karima, that's my youngest. Everybody knows Karima. Karima would run straight to ALJAAMAAR and grab her around the leg. She was about 2, 3. She runs straight to ALJAAMAAR. Uncle ALJAAMAAR, peace, queen. Come here, niece. What's your old earth after you now for? Because we always knew Karima did something. But she runs straight to ALJAAMAAR. Everything for my family, he protected. When Father Bashan became ill, I spoke to ALJAAMAAR maybe every other day. And we fought cancer for over 5 years. He was there. If ALJAAMAAR rolled with you, he rolled with you. He rolled you if you was wrong. He helped you to correct the error of your ways and made sure that you got it right and intact. Like the typewriter, he had this publications. Earth, did you read the last thing I put out? No, God. Well, I'm sending you another copy. I'm okay, God. I need you to, then he asked you about stuff on a page, you know, so you had to definitely make sure that you read it. But I wanted to say to the family, like many others have said, thank you for sharing ALJAAMAAR with us. because he was, and still is, as I said, because I believe that, first of all, we always say Allah never dies. I believe that energy changes. It changes form, it changes strength. And I be a witness laugh when I said, when that energy changes, when a person's physical body returns, when they take that last physical breath and that energy changes, I said, I can only imagine the build between Father Bashan, ALJAAMAAR, and Sia Keel. If you know, you know. Because Sia Keel was a big, big dude.
That's right.
And we know what ALJAAMAAR was. ALJAAMAAR wanted to fight Sia Keel. He was bumping his chest. I don't know who. And they go through some lessons, and ALJAAMAAR raised his voice, and Sia Keel just kind of like, God, come on now. Come on, God, stop playing. You know, no, he was just mad. I said, so with this change in energy, I can only imagine just a glimmer of what their builds are like with that change in energy, because I know what they were like when they were all physically here. So I just want to send positive thoughts and energy and strength to the family in their time of bereavement. ALJAAMAAR was, oh man, this is not even 10% of the people that he touched. He was impactful on so many lives in so many different ways, to so many degrees. Some a little, some a whole lot. But he was there for a purpose. And I'm positive that within the family, he served a purpose with the loved ones. But for our nation, ALJAAMAAR was the truth. I sat on the board of Black Family with him. Well, this is what I need you to do. And here come that left hand, that hook. You know how ALJAAMAAR rolled like this? And he right this way. But Karima is left-handed. And so they, my knee says, us lefties stick together. You know, that hook. And he had the beautiful penmanship. I was like, I don't know, no dude that write this great. You know, I'm just hating because my handwriting is horrible. But, you know, it was so many things about him that he brought to the table, and his love for the community and the give back that he gave on every level to so many different people. It wasn't just the nation. It was just original people. He had a love for original people and the betterment of original people. We, like you said, every school, ALJAAMAAR, he was part of our caravan. When he lived on one road, we go, I put the car seat, move the car seat over, I'm sitting in the back with the young ones, they get in the car, we go to Staten Island, we out in the desert, we go into Mecca, we go into Pelon, we go into Philly, where we going? We road tripping, we had the van, caravan, and we went we're going to Pittsburgh, we went to the Native American Museum up in Massachusetts. You know, we took a whole bunch of people for that. It was always some growth and development in whatever ALJAAMAAR touched. And for that, I will be eternally grateful, and that will always be my strongest memory. Not an incident, but as a collective, the great man that he was. Peace.
We still have time. If anybody else want to get up and speak and have some hard words about ALJAAMAAR. But I know one incident came across my mind. I'm in Medina and I'm walking down Rockaway. So I went into God Supreme, and he's with this brother. So this God Supreme is telling the brother he's going to have to change the name. He said, because you're going to run into some sisters that got knowledge of soul, that know 120 lessons, so you're going to run into some brothers. So the brother wanted to change his name. And I just left ALJAAMAAR. This is crazy. Just left him. So I'm by the train station, so I'm running to God Supreme. God Supreme said, please, Queen, I'll be here with you. Please, God Supreme, how you doing? He said, I'm good. He said, I want you to meet God. So I turned around and said, peace. You know, give him the handshake. I said, so what's your name? He said, my name is Allah Silence. I said, what? He said, my name is Allah Silence. I said, wait a minute, hold that thought. And you know, I drink, but I don't drink in the street. I went across to the liquor store, and we got a big bottle of Hennessy. Came back. I said, what's your name again? He said, Allah Silas. I said, wait a minute. So I called out Jamal. I said, listen, I'm with more supreme than this brother. He says, so what's the brother? What's wrong with the brother? I said, you're not gonna like the name that he just gave you. He said, what you mean I'm not gonna like the name her? He said, put the brother on the phone. I said, no, better yet, I put him on speaker. Put the phone on speaker. So ALJAAMAAR says, peace. My name is Infinite ALJAAMAAR, you alone. He said, what's your name be, my brother? He said, my name is Allah Silence. And what you know about that? All I heard was ALJAAMAAR just get quiet for a minute. I said, I said, Born Supreme, I get this to about 5. Let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All I heard was, when the law be silent, black man, I'll never silence. The law is never silent. What's wrong with you? And you gonna change your name? And da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, I said, so Born Supreme, it's your man, right? That's your man, right? He said, yeah, unfortunately, Queen, I'll be on this. I said, listen, I'm not gonna hear the end of this. So I'm gonna take my phone and I'm gonna let y'all go on to ALJAAMAAR's house. You know what I mean? Because he's not happy with this. So I get home. ALJAAMAAR called me about that day. I said, ALJAAMAAR, I just met you, and I don't know the man. He said, well, listen, you know I had to change his name. I said, oh, you did? I said, oh, so they did come to the house? He said, yeah, they did. I said, so you told him what it had to be? He said, yeah. But I told him Allah is never silent. Allah is built. I said, yeah, black man, Allah. He said, what you mean? I said, no, I'm only agreeing with what you say now. I'm only agreeing with what you say. Right down there, I don't want to even get to this with you. You know what I mean? Because I know how you do. I know how you are. And I don't want to be the epiphany of that conversation. Not at all. And I'm going to miss this man tremendously. Because again, he has taught. And I mean, he has really taught. Oh, you
Take my time.
didn't matter. One thing I love about that man, whether you was right or wrong, bad, good, or indifferent, he still gonna let you know Allah is Allah. Always has been, always will be. So again, if anyone has anything they need to come and talk about our beloved brother, feel free to, because we only here till 4 o'clock. Okay? So peace.
Peace. My name's Jamal. I mean, it's real hard because these type of brothers right here, you ain't gonna never make these type of brothers ever again in your life, the lifetime. And all those brothers and sisters that had a chance, you know, while we was young, because I always heard the infinite ALJAAMAAR. You know, I was from East New York. We always say, so the wise man to eat, make his history wrong to equal his home circumference. So when you heard Shatik, like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Because now they see brothers, they don't run their mouth. You know, we brown see, we run our mouth all the time. But when they can go back into the lab, as we say, and come out with lessons from back in them days. Now you talking about, you know, 40, almost 50 years ago. Like they said, we wasn't no grown men. We was young teenagers, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing up there on YouTube right now. It's called God in the Street, because we got to bring this back. Like how it was really given to us, how it was such a effect upon us, you know, and to come out of, like they say, the gang era. See, people is not talking about the 5%, how they should be talking about us, you know, because if it wasn't for us, or if it wasn't for Allah's teaching, you know, we would have been just like the West Coast. We would have still been gangbanging. 1973, I was 11 years old. I went over to Auburn Projects. My cousin, 1191, old man Saladin lived in that building. They was all Jolly Stompers and ex-cons. Those was my mentors in the street. I'm an only child. You know what I'm saying? But since 6, I was coming in the house by myself. At the age of Bill, I was riding on the mass transit by myself. But my mother's from the South, so you know she didn't play. But anyway, when I went over there, these same guys teaching me crime, everything in the street, manhood, growing up. And I walked into the house, and the first thing I seen was on the refrigerator, the pig most wanted. I said, the pig most wanted? What's going on? You know, the whole house had righteous names, even the dog. I said, what's happening here? What's really going on? So I walked to the back. My cousin Boo Boo and Woods, you know that now they done turned to Supreme and Rasheen. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm thinking there's some more gang stuff where, you know, I could get beat in and I'm cool. So he got the book of life in his hand. Like I said, these dudes wasn't no geniuses. And now all of a sudden they talking about what the total population of the original people in the wilderness of North America and this and that. And I'm like, whoa, where did they get this from? So I'm like, yo, let me see that. He said, nah, man, you better go in the bathroom and wash your hands. I'm like, what? So I go in the bathroom, I wash my hands, I come back, he give me the book of life. And I start looking through it, you know, and seeing this. The first thing caught me when they started talking about the original man, the black man being God. I said, oh, whoa. Because shoot, I was against all this white stuff since day one. I'm like, it's impossible. George Washington going to church, you know, they got white, you know, Jesus is up on the wall. Everything that's powerful is white, and nothing that's black got no, you know, supreme superiority or nothing about it. So then once I seen that, who was the original man, I said, man, I want to be dead right now. He said, you got to fast for 7 days. You can only drink water and eat ice cream. I'm 11 years old. 11 years old. And I looked at him, I said, Father, you see King. I ain't looked at him. And I walked away. I walked away. But in 1976, summer youth corps job, I went to Alpha School. It's still there on Linden Boulevard. And that's when the powerhouses, pink houses, was reigning supreme. And they had a brother out there, Lord Supreme. Of course, it's a lot of brothers. You can't never sit around and say, you know, one brother, you know, yeah, you know, God that been so far, you know, gave it to me, but now, you know, universal sharing God, because like I said, I can open up the book, you know, I open up civilization classes out in the East, the Fountain of Youth, the Earths and everything that should come out there, you know, it's so much. But, you know, a lot of times they like to talk about Medina and talk all this warrior stuff and everything else. But guess what? we got some scientists in Medina. And y'all seen that today. Because you just don't go back into the great understanding and the science of God and all that, and you don't know these things. I remember 1980 when I graduated and minister got up in front of the rally with my Regents endorsed diploma and everything else. I came right behind that. Teachers for the Lost Civilized Tribe in the Wilderness of North America. It took the 3 pages, not the 1 to 9, 1 page, and handed it to him and got up in front of the parliament and quoted that lesson word for word. Okay, God? Scientists. But we ain't get to be like this for no reason at all. And that man right there, when they come to plus lessons and all that, that's the master.
Master.
Y'all be getting it twisted. Y'all
Ain't no church. Y'all be looking at me and
God, they be getting stimulated and all that. Shoot, y'all know before Monique passed away, he'd sit in front of you and be tossed up and give you the whole page of the great understanding. The Lord world manifest.
Take your time, God.
Them brothers, my man ministered biochemical reconstructive terms of mathematics.
Hey, God.
Going back.
Hey, going back in time. It wasn't here.
Everything we did was mathematics. We watched TV, yo, God, you see them throw that Masonic sign? We used to be up on Mount Everest or Linden Plaza, the highest foundation in Medina, and we'll go up to Prince House or the Knowledge Guard floor when it's thundering and lightning, just so we can build and play around with the thunder. I know y'all think I'm exaggerating. I know y'all think that this is a joke. But when you living it on the real plane, and see, that's what I'm trying to say. This is not, time is a metamorphosis. A metamorphosis means it's going to bring about change. But for however many different realities, there's only one common reality. Or for how many different aspects, there's only one common reality. And the reality is that the black man is God.
That's right.
And like I said, if it wasn't for the Father's teachings, which I'm going to bring to the forefront, because of the Father's teachings, we didn't burn down New York City when Martin Luther King got killed.
I understand that. That's true.
It was because of the Father's teachings that back then they talk about the 5%ers being incarcerated, but because the 5%ers was incarcerated and they was teaching brothers how